Hello everyone and welcome to a new Lunar Sun Creations project. Today we are going to be doing a art journal page using these infusions. We have got Are You Sherry and Black Currant and Green Man, I believe was the third one there. And then I'm going to be using them with a multi-matte medium from Ranger. So normally you would use these with water. They're a powder pigment, a very, very concentrated powder pigment. And normally you would use them with water. I am going to use them with the matte medium instead. These are a new product to me, so I'm just trying out a few different things. In retrospect, I did not need nearly as much powder as I put down, but I am new to both art journaling and new to these infusions, so I didn't really know what I was doing. But which is part of what I love. I love not knowing what I'm doing because then you come up with some crazy mistakes that turn into awesome things sometimes. Alright, so I'm just taking the matte medium and just using a brush and swiping away and seeing what happens. So these infusions are a pigment powder that are highly concentrated, like I said, but are mixed with walnut as well. So the tiny little specks of walnut kind of create an almost vintage look. It creates like a brown tint to the colors depending on how much liquid is added to them. So in my case, I'm not adding a lot of liquid. I'm just using the multi-matte medium. I decided I wanted it to be a little bit darker because I didn't want it to be quite as red. I had a lot of the sherry, so I'm adding some of the Green Man and realized instantly that I had added far too much of it. So then I spent some time kind of trying to mute that a little bit. I end up giving it a spray with water, trying to make it just a little bit lighter. And it just kind of keeps going darker. Which is okay, but just not really what I was expecting. So here I am adding some more water, and then I think I take a baby wipe and try to like take a bit of the ink away. And so on the screen it looks like it's just almost black, but it's actually more of a purple color. It's a lot darker in camera than it is in real life. It's more of a deep purple, purpley red. So I've got this stencil that I'm using. I don't know the name of it or even if it has a name. I got it in a pack of large stencils from Wish. So I'm using some molding paste, and I'm just doing a thin layer of molding paste over top of the entire stencil. Just using a palette knife to do this. I did miss a few spots down there that I wish I had noticed, but that's alright, it still turned out okay. And then I'm going to be coming in with another stencil. This is also from Wish, a big Mandela stencil. And I'm going to be doing the same thing using the molding paste and a palette knife and just getting a good even coat on there. And then the magic happens when you lift up the stencil. Oh, it's so cool to lift them up. It's like Christmas. Yay! And then the lady turned out even better. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? So gorgeous. So I just let those dry naturally, and then I took some words from the Diane Wakely Collage Words Media and just kind of like tore the edges, and then I'm just putting it on with some clear gesso. So I put some gesso underneath where the words will go, and then over top of it as well. And then I'm using some Nuvo crystal drops in a silver. And I just decided it needed a little extra, so I just started drawing swirly designs to kind of match the piece in her hair. I got time. It's clear to see from up here. So I did swirly designs in both corners and also around the wording. And then I added some dot detailing as well. You'll see that in a sec. Freehanding designs is really not my forte, but I think they turned out okay. And then I also did some Nuvo silver drops up in the mandala there. It's hard to see right now, but they're already done. And then I also did them in her hair and in her jewelry. So kind of just decorated the whole page with the silver drops. From a distance you can tell. And it's a very simple page, just the infusions and stencils and Nuvo drops. But I think it turned out really, really cool. I'm quite pleased with the way it looks. And here are some close-up pictures of it. I just drew it all at the end there. And then I'll just show you some close-up shots of it so you can see the color is a little bit more of a vibrant. It's not quite as dark as it looks on camera. So I hope you enjoyed this, my very first art journal work, and there'll be very many more to come. Thanks for watching.